everything is content. That being said, with your channel, what do you want to focus your channel? What's your channel mostly going to be about, or what direction are you taking your channel?
Right. So, good question. So my channel is RP content, men and women being the best versions of themselves.
Oh, hold on, stop the press. You said men and women?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Boss. I'm a boss. Big boss. And you know it's real talk.
So men being the best versions of themselves, um, understanding what they need to be focused on, understanding female nature, and woman understanding male nature, what it is that we desire, what it is that we need, what it is that they could be working on to get better, what it is that men could be working on to get better, and then also talking about traveling as well. So I talk about traveling. I will be in Colombia in 3 weeks, so probably like the middle of March. So I'm gonna have some, I'm gonna have some content. Yes, I will have, some ladies, so nice looking ladies that you guys can look at. But again, I want men and women to focus on being the best versions of themselves. So, for an example, if you are a man and you're bad financially, focus on managing your money better. If you are a man that likes to play video games and not really motivated, you need to find either like-minded people, but you definitely need to go and do the work. I mean, unless like you're streaming on Twitch, what is it, Twitch? Unless you're streaming on Twitch and something where you're making money from it, that's fine. But as a man, we got to make sure that we are taking care of our business. And then if you don't have the best look with women, look yourself in the mirror and understand why. Maybe because you have that, could be a blue pill mentality. Maybe you care too much. Maybe you're not focused on your goals. You're not focused on your responsibilities. And then on the ladies' side, the ladies understand what it is that men want. We want women to be peaceful. We want women to be feminine. Focus on your feminine. A lot of modern day women, they think that like, if they have a degree or a good job, that we'll want them. We're not saying that we don't appreciate those women, but focus on what the man wants. We want you to look pretty. We want you to be able to cook, or at least attempt to be peaceful and be inspiration. Encourage us.
Boom. Straight like that there. Wow. Yeah, so man, seems like your channel is gonna blow up, man. You have something for everybody. You have constructive criticism for men, and even advice for women, just like you said. That is what's up. Yeah. Like I said, Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to Kevin Samuels. He really bust this door wide open.
He sure did.
Saying the things that we all been saying for years, but sometimes, it'd be that one person that say it for the 1,015th time and the 1,016th time, it finally breaks open and boom. So now it's a real conversation being taken abroad, even in the mainstream. So shout out to Kevin Samuels for really getting this ball rolling in a major way in the mainstream. We all been saying it for years, but hey, he had the magic. Average at best that this took off. So hey, Kevin.
Once he went viral, it was over from there. And then another thing I just wanted to add really quickly. So some women, when they see the manosphere content, they think that we are attacking them. No, we're just telling them what it is that we want. This is why I'm very cognizant of saying that I want my channel, the content, to improve men and women. So I just want to put more emphasis on that, to say like, men, we need to get better. Women, you also need to get better as well.
Boom. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me get to some of these comments. Tim Howard 5 says, KS, Kevin Samuels, is basically a semi-celebrity now, right? Nicki Minaj, Future video, right? Now he has a new pic in an all-white suit on him. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah, man. That's absolutely that, that's the new thing. I have to be honest. So, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I watched one of his videos yesterday, and the video was talking about Kevin Samuels and DJ Academic. And so, about a few weeks back, DJ Academics had said he had made a statement, and I want to say he was on a Fresh and Fit show when he said the statement, or he could have been on his own show. I forget, but the statement went something to the point, and he was all the way wrong, that he was speaking on the Red Pill and Manosphere on YouTube, the face of it, Kevin Samuels. He said someone like Kevin Samuels would never go mainstream. Weeks later, Kevin Samuels is doing the video with Future, right?
Right.
So DJ Academics had to eat those words. I mean, man, that was like prophetic, right? He said DJ Academics said Kevin Samuels would never go mainstream. Weeks later, he's invited to be in a video with Future. So DJ Academics, he ate those words. He backtracked, issued an apology, and cleaned it up. But then he kept going with it. And so I wanted to feel away, but I looked at O'Shea Duke Jackson's reaction to the video where Academics was talking. What Ack was saying made a lot of sense. He was saying that, one of the things that if the Red Pill is going to get any traction on the internet, at some point, it will have to be inclusive of women. So you can have this echo chamber. You can have this locker room mentality. You can have the barbershop mentality. You can have the men's space, and that's fine. But he said, depending on what you're going for. And it's not just a money related, right? But it's just a greater message. If you're trying to really grow and sprout rings and grow, you're going to have to be inclusive. And then O'Shea Duke Jackson actually doubled down on that. And I thought about it. I'm a new channel. This is your interview about you. But I'm a new channel. I'm only been up barely 6 months. And started off straight Red Pill. Not Red Pill Rage at all. Not Red Pill Rage, but just pure Red Pill. Red Pill for real. Boss. Okay. And I remember months ago, man, this channel is not for women. This channel is not for females. This channel is for men. Hold on. My channel is a channel for men, period. It's a Red Pill channel, a manosphere, men for all things men's health, men's relationships, men's mental health. This channel for men. If women want to come, they can. Sit in the back and be quiet, listen and learn. Now, you know what? I'm still, to be honest, right? I'm still 70% of that, but my mind is more and more open to be a little more inclusive. Shout out to Felicia Jordan, my first female moderator. Even in that harder stance I had just a few short months ago, even then I never said they couldn't come, they wasn't welcome, but I said this is a men's channel. I will not pander to women. I will not water down my message, because sometimes guys change the conversations when females walk in the room. Rightly so a lot of times, right? You don't talk the same way if it's all males. Once a woman walks in, you kind of get off code and you kind of, change the conversation. So I said, this is a men's channel. Women can come in, they can sit in the back and they can listen, but I'm not pandering to no Derek Jackson stuff. Me and you, KingzNDreamz, I'm being transparent to people in the chat. We having a conversation. And you was telling me, of course, most of all this, but we had to kind of get our talking points. And you were saying, boss man, at some point, we have to let the women in. And I'm like, KingzNDreamz, what? And shortly after that, that's when I came across the O'Shea Duke Jackson video that was reacting to DJ Academics video. And they both were saying that going forward in this space, especially if you want to get the message out and grow, we have to be inclusive of our sisters, of our mothers, of our daughters, of our aunties, right? They're still us. So at the end of the day.
So, so let me just kind of break everything you just said down, because you said a bit. So I'll go with the academics. So academics said that on his show. What he said was that KS basically had reached his ceiling, and what he was saying was that mainstream is not going to tolerate this. Is not going to tolerate the aggressiveness of the RP talk, and like that makes sense, because if you think about it, like mainstream TV, daytime television, the TV shows, all of it pretty much caters towards women, right? Now how we can kind of, I guess, quote unquote, debunk that is when we are having these conversations, we do have to kind of have a different tone, because like if you and I having a conversation, I could be like, yo, big boss, you know what, you need to stop doing this stuff, like you need to chill out, bro. You're gonna take that, you understand that. But if we tell a female, like, you need to do this and do that, and like all they hear is basically like they're feeling attacked. So this is why I always try to be mindful of how the conversations are happening. Like when Kevin Samuels was speaking to Nicki Minaj, so that like they had a pleasant conversation, right? So the conversations are gonna have to be like that way in order for the RP to be more mainstream. I just believe that the RP is going to go mainstream because these conversations keep on happening, whether people aspire to be RP. But the thing about it is these conversations with men and women are happening. There's channels that are popping up, no matter what race you are, Black, Latino, Asian. Conversations are happening.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's some of it, I believe, is I'm gonna be honest, like I always do. This is real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it, I believe, is a wave. People are trying to ride a wave, just simply because Kevin Samuels blew up. He went from 300,000-400,000, less than 500,000, to now 1.3 million, and all the rage. So a lot of it, I believe, is just a copycat, monkey see, monkey do. They're trying to ride a wave, but some of it, and maybe a lot of it, is genuine. And so yeah, exactly. Tim Howard says, not everyone in the manosphere wants to go mainstream. Exactly. Some channels are not looking to have a very big channel. Yeah, I figured that. Boop. Mind reader. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I figured that much. Exactly. Exactly. And shout out to them. That's what I'm saying. This space is big enough for all of that. I mean, so then on a real conversation, this is real talk. So the channels that don't want to get real big, they don't mind staying kind of smallish or whatever, because they feel that if they stay small, they can kind of fight the system, fight the man, and they can be more real. If they get big, they have to water down and be kind of fake, or sell out to the man, or sell out to the system. What do you think about that? Is that binary? 1, 2, black, white, true or false? Is there any truth to that? Is that nonsense? Is there a balance that if you're going mainstream, you go mainstream, you must almost have to water down your message to go mainstream. Is that a form of selling out?
Well, in a way, yes. Like I wouldn't call it selling out. I would call it conform, right? So the same, like when you're outside of work, you're not going to speak the same way at work.
Exactly.
So like how I mentioned, I work for a biotech company, and I'm a global manager, so I have different teams. So I'm not going to be in the meeting and say, yo, like, yo, what's good?
Yo.
Right. So
excuse me, sir.
Right. So I have to conform, and for anything to be mainstream, we have to conform somehow, some way. We conform when we're at work. We conform our conversations wherever we're at.
Right, right. So you call it more conformity. So yeah, and I guess too, it well that is a true statement. Period. Pause. End of story. That is a true statement.
Boss, I'm a boss. Big boss, and you know it's real talk.